My name is Abisoye. I was betrayed by my aunt, in whom myself and my parents really trusted very much. It is more like a case of human trafficking. I'm from a broken home. My mom and my dad got separated in 2011. So I was with my dad because it didn't release us to my mom when that thing happened. So I was with my dad. After secondary school, then I moved in with my mom because it was really a distance thing. I could not talk to her growing up. Then my mom now said, okay, there's an aunt in Gabon that I will move in with. So myself and the lady, we do talk on phone, as at that time I was with my mom. That was how she told me I'll be traveling, because it is more like traveling abroad. That's the way it was pictured to me.
Was it to help you?
To help me, yes. So because I learned how to make hair while going to school. After school, I would go to the salon to learn how to make hair. So I was really good. I am really good at making hair. So that was when she said I should come in, then I'll continue with my education and then still work as a stylist because it makes more money over there. That was what she told me. And she now said I'll be traveling by ship. In school too, they taught us the different types of transportation, air, road, and sea. So she told me it was going to be ship, the one that has
Coverage.
and all in it, and I have to travel to Akwa Ibom to the port. We traveled because there are other girls too where we departed in Lagos. There are other girls and guys that are going to the same place as mine. So the same bus took us to Akwa Ibom. Getting to the place, my mom already told me I'll be meeting with the captain, so it will help me because we speak the same language, and so it will help me and not put me in the same place. They'll keep other people. Like, okay. Lo and behold, when we got there, the captain took him for me. So he took me to his house. He has 2 kids. One is on my age gap and the other is younger. We go really along and we play as small children then, because I was 16. Yeah, so we really got along. And at night of that very day, so I was sleeping in the same room with the other 2 boys, and then I felt hand moving on my body. So I was really frightened. I woke up and started screaming, and then the two children, they patted me, and it wasn't them. So I felt it was just 3 of us in the house. So it would have been the dad instead. So we went back to bed. Nothing happened. It was just the mood. The following day, I told my mom, and then she pleaded with the captain that he should take me to where other girls are and not the house again. So I went there, and we waited for a week before we could take off. So during that 1 week, they would just call, take girls, and then be like, okay, captain is calling you. I don't know what they do with those girls, but definitely when one of them came and she was crying. So I now asked her what happened. I was just curious as a young girl, and she told me the man had sex with her. Oh, sorry.
That same man.
That same man, yes. So it didn't happen to me, but I felt a pain then.
So how many days did you stay in Akwa Ibom?
A week.
Waiting for the ship?
Yes, to come. Yes, a week. Then finally when the ship came, we were given some tablets to take so we don't throw up on the water. And then we got some food or snacks to munch on during the trip. But I could not take any of those things. because of it was so scary. 3 days on that big ocean, and it was raining. 2 people died. I just wanted to get off that experience. I was really terrified. I was just crying, and throughout the 3 days, I was just there. Could not even take water or drink. I just wanted to leave, and I was just praying in me. Landing. So where we are supposed to land, it wasn't ground.
So I'm sorry to cut you. Was it a ship that came? Truly, like you were promised?
No.
Okay.
So it was a big canoe. That is what really got me terrified.
Because I was wondering why you were terrified.
Yeah, it was a big canoe, and it wasn't the one that has our roof on it.
So canoe instead of a ship.
Yes, but
the canoe that they paddle.
This one has a machine.
Okay, that's speedboats.
Boats, yes, big boats.
Oh, and they put many of you. Like how many?
If I'm not exaggerating, it'll be like 200 or so.
200 people.
Yes, inside it. So there's no
speedboat.
movement. You can't turn right. You can't turn left. It's that same spot you'll be to
all the way from Akwa Ibom to Gabon.
To Gabon, yes. So
on the sea.
On the sea.
Wow.
It rained, got clouded, that we had to stop and not move at all.
Sometimes you stop.
Yes.
And the boats won't move at all.
Won't move at all, just for
in
the
middle
weather
of the sea.
In the middle of the sea.
How many days did that journey last?
3 days. It was 3 days. Yeah, so when we landed, it wasn't even ground. That place was sinking. So we had to, from the boat, we will climb a tree.
You climb a tree from the boat?
Yes. We are not going to stay on it because you will sink. So from the boat, you climb a tree. Once they are able to drop some people, and then the boat will move forward to another tree and the other ones. Then that was how it's really got.
What about your things, like your bags?
So I don't know how they did those things. Even my aunt told me that time that I should not even pack anything. That if it is clothes, I will get clothes when I get there. So it was just a small bag that I had with me, and we got to that place. Then the following day, and now it was even at night. They're now using small canoe to come and pick us when our relatives or the people that I tried to exchange number with some girls there, but I think the way when I now got there, when we started life afresh, I now realized, okay, we can't even make friends, because what my aunt told me that I will come there to do is not what I really went there to do. I was told I'll start my school back and then start working as a stylist, but she started using me as a maid.
Maid.
Yes. I'll cook. She sells food. So wake up in the morning as early as 5 a.m., go to her shop, cook. In the afternoon, so I'll go to a school and then sell food to them too.
When your aunt came to pick you from that tree or from where you alighted, did you ask her, did you tell her that you didn't come in a boat? You didn't come in a ship, rather?
She was aware.
So when you told her, what did she say?
She said, welcome.
Welcome.
Yes. I was not like, okay. So I still told my mom that this is what happened, and she gets really emotional. She was just crying. What if something had happened
to you?
So there are things level to things I do tell her, because I know she'll start
being
crying.
Worried.
Yeah. So
when you got there, she did not enroll you in any school?
Yes. She didn't enroll me. I still asked her about the school. Is it different? Because it's a French-speaking country. So I asked her if it's going to be a French school. Is there an English school there that I will continue with? She was just like, oh, okay. You don't know what you're here for. You will soon know. I
That
got
you don't
really
know what you are
worried.
here for.
Yes, that I will soon know. She didn't really give details. So it was just one word. Whenever I asked her questions, she just threw one word to me. Just wait. Wait.
But are you
So
sure your mom wasn't aware that it wasn't school
no,
that she wanted
she
you to?
wasn't aware.
So they
She
didn't
was
have that conversation at all. Everything your mom told you was what she told your mom.
yes. Because she told me herself on the phone before I agreed to. Because growing up too, I could be very stubborn, a little, not staying with my mom and dad. So I asked her, well, she didn't mention that I would come there to come and work for her.
And be a maid.
And be a maid for her, yes. So I just had to play along, working for her there. It was really a terrible experience because it got to a point that her husband started molesting me in the house because I sleep. The husband and my aunt do have arguments most times. They're always arguing about one thing or the other, and sometimes he usually eats my aunt abuse her physically. So in order to not to add to what is going on in the house, so I could not tell my aunt what the husband was doing to me.
So he was molesting you sexually?
Sexually, yes. Yeah. He just put his hand in my body and then started fingering me, and I told my mom once. She was crying again. After a year, I lost my mom. And I could not tell anyone the things I was going through over there. So that is where all of those things, staying away from people, being alone, I just to avoid people. That's where it just started. I stayed there for 3 years.
3 years?
Yes, I was with her
and
for
still
3 years.
Didn't go to school?
No.
Didn't
I was
learn
just
any
working
handwork?
for her. Yeah, it was after 2 weeks of her knowing that okay, I could handle the shop well, and then I already know where to put things. So she left the shop for me. I was the one going to shop, cooking, doing the cleaning, serving people, still walk.
Did
in
she
the
have
evening.
children?
She had one child. Yeah, a boy. I think it was 5 years old then. So it went on and on. Whenever I just don't agree with whatever she said, she just started beating me, tear my clothes, And that was it for 3 years. So it got to a stage I could not take it again. I just had to start. So I asked. There was a time my grandma called because when I lost my mom, being the first child, my other siblings moved in with my grandma. So she called me that my siblings are not going to school. They need some money to pay their school fees. So I asked my sister and then my aunt that okay, she should just give me some money after I've been working for her that to send to my. She was like, no, she doesn't owe me anything. That I should do my worst. And there I don't have anybody. It was just myself, and that was when I just realized, okay, I'll just be working for this woman, and then nothing comes out of it. Going back to Nigeria,
So how were you able to go back to Nigeria?
So it was after that statement I started saving up from people that will come to the store after buying. They give me tips, and I started saving up. There was a brother there, Brother John, is also in Nigeria. So I usually give him that money to keep for me. Then, so when I was able to, so he told me everything that, okay, I could get a flight ticket with that money that time. Because everyone around was aware of what she was doing to
you.
Yes, because I don't have anyone to tell. So she has power over me that time.
And they could see it.
Yes.
So it's not like you had to narrate anything.
Yes. So that was how I managed to come back to Nigeria.
So he helped you get your flight tickets.
With the money I saved.
So how did you escape? How were you able to?
I told her, because it got to a stage that she asked me to wash clothes, and she didn't give me money for to buy detergent and soap, other things. When she came back, she did not see the clothes on the wire, and she was so angry. She grabbed my clothes, torn it again, started beating me. I was already 20 years and I could not take it any longer. So I stood up to her, and I just, that was the day I made up my mind that no, I need to go back to Nigeria, because if this is the first time I'm standing up to her, and then if she comes back again, I will still have to do it, and it won't be a good one. So I just had to.
And the molestation from the husband continued until you left the house.
Yes.
And you never challenged him or tell her about it?
Whenever I try to no giving the night he wants, then he just pick up a fight with my aunt the following day.
So she suffers whenever you don't agree?
I don't agree, yes.
But when you agree, there's peace in the house?
Yes. So I don't want to tell my aunt, because I don't want to add to the issue on ground. So I just do giving for peace to reign.
But he doesn't do that to his own child?
No. His child is a guy. A boy. Yes, a male child.
So till now, nobody knows that was what he was doing?
Not until now. I never mentioned it to anyone.
And she herself doesn't know. After you came back to Nigeria, did she reach out?
No. She hated me for standing
up to her
as at that time. Even when I was coming back, she didn't even give me a pain for 3 years of working for her, and deprived my own education and family too. So
she didn't ask you where you got the money to buy the tickets?
She did. She was like, I stole from her, and I told her, share your money is always complete whenever you give me goods. So why are you asking where I got money from? So
how has this affected you, like in your relationship, in your
afterwards, coming back home, I don't have anyone to come back to, so I just had to start all over again. Then started, and I had to just enroll myself. So I wrote JAMB. I didn't get admission the first time. The second time, I was like, okay. I cry. I usually cry myself to sleep. Is this how I'll live my chartered accountant dream for 5 years and not be anything? It's really affected me. So I just do menial jobs, work, and those menial jobs are the hard ones. I just do hard works and then get paid little, sent to my grandma to be able to fend for my little ones, because my father already have another family, so
I can't really go to him for help.
So afterwards I was able to enroll myself into Open University. But later, when I started talking to people, even among colleagues now, whenever they talk about Jackpot, they want to travel, I just turn away from them, be like, oh, please don't say this beside me, because I don't want a situation whereby I just see everybody that travels out as that they just go there to suffer, to struggle again, to
go through traumatic experience.
So it has been like that. And if anyone just come to me, or a friend, or my partner, my boyfriend now, just tell me, say, please cook for me. I don't want to hear that word. Don't tell me to. I cooked 3 years of my life for someone. You don't tell me to cook for you. I'll pick up fights immediately over little things. I cry myself to bed because I bottled all of those things for years. I did not tell anyone. I just cry myself to bed each time. I don't really go to social gatherings that much because I was really deprived. I don't go out. It's just from work to from home to shop. So I don't know what to say in social gatherings. So I don't go there, and that is not the life I want for myself. I'm trying. Even my dad did not know till this minute. And now that I just feel I can help other people too that are going through emotional baggage.
Thank you for sharing it with me. And we're going to actually listen to a professional, and get better help. But first, a hug.
Hi there. Welcome to the Victory Wilson Show, a show dedicated to providing valuable insights and solutions by addressing traumas and difficulties that individuals may have experienced in their lives. Featuring insightful interviews with leading psychologists, counselors, therapists, and individuals sharing their own difficulties and journeys. This show provides a supportive space for anyone seeking clarity and healing. You'll find inspiration to navigate life's difficulties and practical tips right here. Subscribe now to Victory Wilson TV. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery, healing, and growth together.